Hello and welcome. This is Grant Hughes of Grant Hughes Investigates on YouTube. This channel evaluates all aspects of true crime. As you are aware, videos and live streams in this genre often discuss elements of crime that may be disturbing to some viewers. If necessary, take the precautions needed to avoid these feelings. Factual information related to cases is the key to fostering rational true crime discussions. Fortunately, you will find that here. Please hit the like button only once, share the video, and subscribe if you like my content. Thank you very much for watching.
Stupid is being nice. You're an absolute moron. There's mosquitoes the size of bald eagles in that dadgum swamp.
Huh? It's a house!
All right, what's going on, freaks? That's so crazy. I checked that website 3 times a day and there was no updates. And then there are new images now. So I guess that's what we'll look at, some of those. Pretty crazy how that works. What website, Gray? One that I'm not telling you about. Let's see. There it is, right there. Yeah, so this is where Kohberger lived, right here, and I think it's can't remember which apartment number, but look at, nobody followed Kami. She was trying to get a wave going before the show, and not a soul. That's demoralizing to Kami. You remember how that was for Amber Maiden every time she would do that? And we've only got today and tomorrow, and then we have our donation night. So I'm trying to make it so I'm trying to get to a number where I can donate $6,000. We've already done 1,500, so I want to be able to do 4,500 more on the that last night of the month. So let's see. Yeah, didn't ask you. Let's see. Gray and gray. Yeah, I was going to say that. I was actually going to come on and say, hey, I'm wearing gray today. Yeah, now I'm Grant Hughes wearing gray today. Yeah. Hey, look at that. Christopher gifted a membership. Then we've got Alley Cake there. Yeah, try to do a super thanks, Sandy. That'd probably work. Yeah, I always get these bots over there on Kick. So I'm streaming in 3 different places, and nobody really watches over there. I'm just streaming it there because I can and see what happens. Yeah, so I put up that video today. I'm not really sure, the window's a little different on that white car, but you never know. Hold on.
Let's calm down, you just showed your face, lol. End of the month.
Hey, look at that. It's Amy Darcy Marie.
Hey.
Alright, cool. And Stephanie Sprague, thank you so much there. And Annabelle, thank you. Alright, you guys ready to... Let's go over some of these images here. This sort of looks like an apartment that he lived at, one he lived at. It looks just like that. But I don't know what you'd be looking at. It's almost like this apartment. Is that right? I don't see that color there, though. I don't know. It's weird. It's like maybe it's the back side. I don't really understand the picture because he's He lives in this one right here. I mean, it does look like the same apartments. Oh, there's a basketball court, so that is right. I think that's what this is. Let me check the. I think that's a basketball hoop, right here. See that little shadow there? I'm sorry for my keen observational skills. Yeah, so I think it's probably looking out of his apartment, which is right over on this side. And that makes absolute sense, doesn't it? He's looking out. The basketball hoop is right outside his window. And, yep, there looks like that item, whatever that is, a swing or something, looks like maybe right there. So there you go. All right, you got to see where that was located. I bet there wasn't anybody else that was able to show that quick. All right, here we go. Next one. Well, actually, that wasn't the first one. We'll go to the first one here. Thanks, Sandy, Shirley, Esther M, and 4 Paz 007. Oops. So I think some of these are a repeat, but you know, this one, I don't know exactly where this is. Maybe it's over at the. Looks like Leonard something. Let me see if I type that in. Leonard.
Wave emoji. Ocean wave emoji. I'm never watching again.
I'm never watching again. But Gray. Wow, that's weird. You're never watching him, but you sent me $2. Thank you. Appreciate it. I got somebody said, Gray, go check out this live stream. Apparently they were talking. Somebody mentioned me over there, and in the comments you have these people saying, Gray's an incel. If you only knew, man. If you only knew. Gray's an incel. Oh my God, these people, I tell you what. Alright. So this is a, what the hell is that? The Gathering Place. The Dean. Is that the, let's see, The Gathering Place. No. Well, there's a place called that in Idaho somewhere. Hey, thanks, CR. And thanks, CR, for all your, there's so many of you guys that are generous all the way through the month. I appreciate it. You know, you guys make a huge difference.
Ocean wave emoji.
I'm not sure why they're filming this. I really don't care. Well, it looks like there is a little bit of blood there. What would this be, though? Well, that's pretty weird. Why would there be blood? Where? Does anybody know where this is here? Let me look at that again. Okay, there it was, a little closer. Gathering Place. University of Idaho student. Okay, that's at the University of Idaho. It's an arboretum. Okay. University of Idaho. I think I know where that is. ARBOR. Oh. Right there. I think that's just like near the Sigma Chi, like around, short of the Sigma Chi, I thought, but maybe not. Oh, they got it right here. And does that go up here? Okay, I was thinking it was over there somewhere, but. What does that say? Arbory, University Union. I can't really see what the... Let me go back a couple. Let me zoom in on that. And I don't need you to send me anything or anything like that. Honor Dean Vitris, dedicated lead volunteer work in the Arboretum creation and his 26 years as director of the University of Idaho Student Union. Let's see, hold on. Where is the gathering place at the university? The Albertsons atrium or the... I don't know what, where this is. I guess I don't really care that much. I mean, there did look like there was a, like an image with blood on it coming up. I don't know, maybe somebody said, hey, it looks like there's some... I mean, there's even right there, there's like quite a bit of blood on stuff. I mean, it looked like right there, I don't know if you could see that, but if you zoom in, it just kind of stuck out to me. Right here, I mean, that definitely looks like sort of a red, blood-like object, or not object, you know, just a blood marker. What do you call it? A droplet of blood. You know, it's not spatter, it's just like one. Okay, let's not have a night of lulls where I have to keep saying, hey, everybody. So you got right there. And, oh, I guess it's lulls. All right. Let me pronounce that correctly. So that might be another droplet there. Not sure what the significance of this stuff is, but maybe they were just finding things, you know, as they were investigating the case. Because Kohberger didn't go, you know, he was in his vehicle. This isn't, I can't imagine this being connected to him at all. All right. Ooh, so there's another shot inside the house. Kind of looks similar to the other ones. I'm just wondering if there might be some overlap here. So while you're watching the show, if you guys want to help support the channel, that would be awesome. You know, the channel relies on you guys. We are coming up near the end of the month where we have donation night. And, you know, need to end the month strong. There's the closet under the door. I mean, the steps under the door. Jesus. There's the door to the closet under the stairs. And this is right next to the kitchen, the pantry. Let's see. Don't really know whose these are. They've blacked out the names. These are probably... I mean, that's on the couch in the living room. So... Alright. I'm absolutely uninterested in the vehicles and what's in the vehicles. Alright. If you guys want to spend hours like these other YouTubers staring at the contents of the victims' vehicles, you go right ahead, but what a complete waste of time that is. I don't know if it's definitely anything, Danny. You know? I'm just putting out the information because I thought it was interesting. So, as soon as there's a vehicle, I'm skipping through it. Is this Kohberger's apartment here? Maybe. Let's see. Darn it. Those look so similar. Right here. Man, I don't know, that doesn't really look like the outside of his apartment. Oh, I guess it is. Maybe it's the back of his apartment. Yeah. This is his apartment. And there's the basketball. Yeah, this is where we were a minute ago. There's the hoop and everything. Thanks, Michelle H. I mean, it is pretty sparse in there. You gotta admit that. But he still had stuff there, like he was coming back. You know, a vacuum. Yeah, there's like 699 pages. All right, well, even after I said, hey, everybody, we need to have a good, strong end of the month, dead as a doornail. And I'm just trying to figure out, when do I get to have a night where I don't have to worry? You guys just do. Take care of the goals and get us moving along. I'm just, you know, getting tired of always having to say, hey, everybody, if you could please help support the channel, blah, blah, blah. You know, and that's the thing that everybody bitches that I do on here, right? Like when I have to say, hey, you guys, if you could please help support the channel, this channel relies on you guys. Every time I do that, the troll whack jobs say, oh, look, there's Gray, he's having it. And I don't want to have to do that. But it seems like it's sort of what, the only thing that even gets anybody to go, oh, yeah. You know, on some nights. It's pretty bizarre. Hey, thanks, Paul Marino. Yeah, it looks like he just moved out, and finding that white car under the tree was badass. Hey, thanks. I just thought it was crazy. Like, there's this white car under this random lone tree, exactly where a person said they saw a white car right after the murders, you know? Hey, thanks, MP, and we are their voice. Okay, by the way, before we get moving further even here, I did want to say that other case that we've followed, hold on. There's been an arrest made in that crazy case where it was the Highbridge. An arrest has been made after a woman was found dead under a tree at Highbridge Trail State Park. Demetrius M. Brown, 28, of Lynchburg, is charged with second-degree murder. Now, that's usually what they charge first before they move it up to a higher level. Brown was taken into custody Friday by the Virginia State Police. He's awaiting court proceedings. She's the one that was found on the trail, and a tree was on top of her. The person, I think, is going to be somebody she knows. That's what I was saying the other day, because the person cut a tree, placed it on top of her, and wanted to make it look like a tree just hit her. All right. Yeah. So there you go. They have made an arrest. Now back to this. And by the way, during the premiere of the previous video, this nut job came in and just every second was posting these different art things that are in the documents, you know, and everything's a conspiracy. So I went and found all of the things that they referred to, right? We'll have to take a look at those later. You know, if we get through all these. We're on 64 out of 699. That's how many photographs are in this batch. Thanks, M10. Seems like he was coming back, though. You know? Criminal justice. Look at that. Just nothing. Criminal justice and a TV. Why would you block that out? Yeah, a criminal justice practice and process. Huh. I have a book called Practical Homicide. That was like by Galbraith or something. And that thing was like $300. It's crazy. I mean, they have some crazy crime scene photos in there. Describing different things. Both of your egos. You are a dino, or you are a dino and professor. I wonder who gave him that. Maybe I could just put the image on the screen. It'd be bigger for you guys. Like that. Is that better? Yeah. I mean, I guess I could join in if I was off the way down here below. It would still be the same. Huh? I think I've always said that Kohberger's OCD is total bullshit. Okay. His family was like, wait, what do you mean? He was wearing gloves? It's all made up. It was after he got caught. I bet you prior... Well, let's see. Did any of the people in any of the documents mention that he was OCD, that knew him? Like the teachers and the students? I don't think they did. They just thought he was weird. I don't think any of them mentioned OCD of any kind. And so, to me, it seems like once he got arrested and he was sitting in the living room, changing, like separating the garbage. That's when he went, ooh, I gotta sell that to make that look like something I would normally do. So then he went around and he was trying to pretend, oh, he's OCD every chance he could get. Right. And we're back to a lull again. All right, here's underneath the sink. Looks like he scrubbed the hell out of that sink. Yeah, of course he's got OCD. Look at that thing. Of course, that's what it looked like when he moved in. Wow, he got the Danny rolling, prying the sliding glass door open kit ready in a drawer there. See that? That's awesome. The screwdrivers. Everybody needs 14 flathead screwdrivers. What was that? That was like a... That thing.
Chewbacca?
Hey, thanks, M10.
Chewbacca if you want me to.
I don't think he has any OCD. It's not spotless. There's crap all over the
Think about
place.
his OCD.
It's all unorganized, I mean, look at this drawer. An OCD person would have lined those screwdrivers up in there. He just threw them in there any which way. Hey, look at that. It's Brown-Eyed Girl. Ta-da-da-da.
You, my brown-eyed girl.
Oh, yeah, but I was trying to see what that other thing was. Hold on. What was that? 07/11. 7/11/2022. What's the deal with that? That's a date. July 11th. Which is 2 days after the pool party. Is that a name of somebody underneath that? Like, remember he was supposed to go hiking with somebody? I'm just wondering if that's what that is. And look at his writing that's exactly what it looks like. I mean, look at that. That's actually worse than mine. Mine sucks. Man, thanks, Brad Girl. That was very nice. Yeah, I don't think he would leave this kind of stuff if you're never coming back. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, look at it's Amy Darcy Murray trying. All right, let's see. I mean, what do you guys think? Would you just leave like pots and pans? And I mean, I guess he could, but I think he planned to come back. He wasn't fired until after he was like already home, I think. He must have known. But he's got, you know, he doesn't have social cues. He probably didn't even know he was about to get like fired, whatever the hell the term is. I believe he lived with his parents. Crime dissector, right. Boom, 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 boom. Crime dissector, the projector. I'm a pseudo-lie detector. Gonna get ya, gonna set ya. You would have been like a little projector. Crime sector, use my nectar. We'll go around about me, the pool about some we did as we do. You might not or maybe you have an offer, so long it was flat. Using an angry at all left, but you'll say what I want to spell my name right. Ooh! God, that was good timing. Hey, thanks so much, CR! Oh, by the way, hey, Lisa Valenzuela's in here. I got to show Lisa Valenzuela's, she sent in the mug. Hey, look at this. A mug on a mug. Let's see, where is it? The Kohberger in here. So first she sent this one in, you know, with the cat, right? That's her cat, and there's the "But Gray, I'm never watching again." Hey, come on, Lisa, it'll be awesome. We get to see you. See, Lisa did an imitation of me saying, "I'm never watching again." All right, here we go. Let's see it. Look at this. It's so good. Look at this. I'm never watching again. Oh, God, that's so perfect. I think that face right there is exactly the same face. See that? All right, you're in the lead right now, Lisa Valenzuela. You're in the lead. That's pretty good. All right. That was awesome. All right. Yeah, I think, don't I have shirts? I think I do have shirts with that on there. Yeah, it's just somebody saying I'm never watching again. I don't have a political, there's no political bend to that one. Although you might think a Karen might kind of look like that. Hey, all right. That's pretty sweet. See, that's what you got to send in, CR. We're waiting for yours. All right, I've been waiting. What was that? Triple chocolate. Wow. Biscotti. You must have known Jodi Arias. She used to say, "Hottie biscotti." Is she like 40 years old now? areas? 17, 20. Yeah, I would think so. Like 40 something. Thank you, 3 Shih Tzus. I like Shih Tzus. They're cool. Yeah, remember that saying when she used to say that, Matt? Jeez. All right, CR. We'll see. Then we'll have I'll probably have to send something to everybody who just sends it in. I mean, but there might be a winner, you know. So this is Kohberger's apartment. I guess it's weird that he does put everything in plastic bags. Is that what he's doing, or is that what law enforcement did? I don't know. He probably did it. I don't think he's got OCD though. I mean, if he did, he'd probably stack the 2 Americans on top of each other. You know, keep everything in order. Look how you just kind of jam that in there. Man, he never got to eat that piece of pizza. I like those. Yeah, look at that. He's got the ketchup knocked over. This is just thrown in there in tin foil. Look at the crap down there. That's how you know he doesn't have OCD, man. Look down here. Like all this onion shit. He would have taken that out. He'd been, tripping on it all day long. I just don't believe it. And it's almond milk. He probably ate a lot of Cheerios. Yeah, the one picture that might be sort of interesting, it's dark as hell. I mean, there's some books here. Maybe I can grab that really quick and see if we... I mean, it sucks because it's not the actual image. It's a PDF file. I like to have the original images. Then you can do stuff with it. It's okay, Alex. We're just doing what we're doing here. Just calm down, okay? Just calm down, Alex, all right? We'll do it later, okay? We'll do it at our own pace whenever we want to. I don't do what Hey, Gray, hurry up. I have already seen these things. Gray, you're way behind. Hurry up and see this one. It's so cool. Yeah, don't worry about it. All right, let's see if we can, let's brighten this one up a little bit here. Yeah, see, that actually, somewhat works. Image, adjustment, brightness. So, start getting kind of crazy colors going on there, but mass incarceration on trial or something. Research methods, social health sciences. All right, there you go. Gray, hurry up. You're way behind. I was on this other show earlier, and they were just already looking at this. Oh, look, I could have waited to the next image, and there it is. Crystal clear. But hey, mine looked pretty good too, you guys. Yeah. Let's see. Hey, welcome, Lori Baker. And here is another one. Research methods in the social and health sciences. Mass incarceration on trial. A trial by jury. Yeah, that's kind of an interesting thing to care about when you're actually would be more interested in the process of a crime and how to figure out who did it and stuff like that. Not, a trial by jury, almost like you're kind of know what your inevitable fate will be. He didn't have to do that, though. He avoided that. How ironic. Okay, let the Lord sort them. Here, let's do this. Just a second. No, that wasn't what I was doing. Okay, give me a synopsis of the book Let the Lord Sort Them.
Let the Lord Sort Them. The Rise and Fall of the Death Penalty, 2021. By Maurice Chama, is a narrative history of the death penalty in America, focusing particularly on Texas, the state that has executed more people than any other since the Supreme Court reinstated capital punishment in 1976. Synopsis: Texas as the epicenter. Chama uses Texas as a lens to explore how the U.S. shaped its modern death penalty system. Texas became ground zero for capital punishment, producing the legal strategies, political rhetoric, and execution methods that influence the rest of the country. The human dimension. The book profiles prosecutors, defense attorneys, judges, jurors, prison officials, and condemned prisoners themselves.
That's pretty ironic. Overall, the book is both historical and deeply human. It tells the story of how the modern American death penalty was built, how it functioned, and why it has begun to unravel. Sounds like his mom. Remember his mom's teachings? What the heck, CR? Are you trying to get out of sending in your image? Hey, thank you so much. Look at that, 20. That's like like I said before, she's the membership gifting queen. Hey, cool, Dixie Hippie. All right, what's the other book here? Let's see. Well, there's a whole bunch of them. Let me just see quickly get these other ones. Let's see. America's Safest City. Let's see. Synopsis of the book America's Safest City. Simon Singer.
Here's a polished synopsis of
what?
Here's a polished synopsis of overview and context, setting and focus. The book centers on Amherst, New York, a growing suburban town that has frequently been ranked among America's safest cities since the mid-1990s. Simon I. Singer, a noted juvenile justice scholar, explores the assumption that safety in affluent suburbs equates to low delinquency rates. Instead, he reveals a more complex reality. Affluent areas like Amherst still face juvenile crime and emotional struggles, albeit in different forms than inner cities.
Okay, let's do this other one here. This book right here called Crazy. See that one?
Here's a clear overview. Crazy is a powerful blend of memoir and investigative journalism, authored by Pete Early, a longtime Washington Post reporter. His personal journey with his son, Mike, who experiences a manic episode and is later diagnosed with bipolar disorder.
Says a broader investigation into America's broken mental health system. Probably referring to himself. Let's see. The attorney Mike ends up breaking into a neighbor's house during a psychotic episode, simply to take a bubble bath. I mean, look at this crazy. Let's listen to the rest of this. So this is the book called Crazy. This one looks interesting.
You said, give me a synopsis of the book Let the Lord Sort, FemChatGPT.
All right.
Crazy is a powerful blend of memoir and investigative journalism, authored by Pete Early, a longtime Washington Post reporter.
Alex.
It chronicles two interwoven narratives. His personal journey with his son, Mike, who experiences a manic episode and is later diagnosed with bipolar disorder, a broader investigation into America's broken mental health system, particularly how it funnels individuals into jails rather than hospitals.prairieprogressive.com 1penguinrandomhouse.com 11 plus Pete Early plus 11 personal story, Mike's crisis, early struggles and legal barriers. Despite Early's journalistic expertise, he is unprepared for the complexities of the mental health system when Mike's condition deteriorates in college. As an adult, Mike can only be treated if he consents or is deemed dangerous. He refuses both, believing doctors are poisoning him. prairieprogressive.com sod 1. The turning point. Mike ends up breaking into a neighbor's house during a psychotic episode, simply to take a bubble bath. He's arrested for felony charges, plunging Early into the harsh reality of how mentally ill individuals are criminalized. Wikipedia 6. Plus Ivy Panda plus 6 Psychology Today 6 plus Goodreads plus 10 prairieprogressive.com 10 plus Ivy Panda plus 10 Systemic Investigation Jails as New Asylums Miami-Dade County Jail Immersion. Early spends a year embedded in Miami's county jail, observing the treatment or mistreatment of mentally ill inmates. He interviews psychiatrists, judges, advocates, and those caught in the revolving door between cells and...
I mean, that's sort of what he was studying, though, right? This stuff. Let me pick what's the other one? Why the innocent plead guilty. Oh, Jesus. That's crazy. He's actually got a book. Oh, my God. The Kohbergers are going to love this one. Holy crap, you guys. Oh, the Kohbergers are going to just... Ah, look at this. Why the innocent plead guilty and the guilty go free. Oh, my God. Here we go. We got to do the synopsis on that one. These people, you watch. See, he was letting us know, everybody. Why the innocent plead guilty and the guilty go free. Synopsis. I'll see. Free by Jed S. Rackoff. Oh, God, you watch this. Here we go.
Here's a clear and concise synopsis of Flight on Why the Innocent Plead Guilty and the Guilty Go Free, and other paradoxes
It's never
of
an
our...
accident, Mariska. All right. What does it say? All right. The coercive plea bar... Let's see. Let me go right here. Now, you guys are the one that asked for it. That's what the difference is.
Major themes. 1. The coercive plea bargain system. Rackoff argues that the plea bargaining system pressures even innocent people to plead guilty, facing significantly harsher sentences if they demand a trial. The imbalance of power in favor of prosecutors is a central problem. USC Today Idea Exchange. Research suggests that between 2% and 8% of defendants pleading guilty may actually be innocent, a staggering number in the context of the U.S. prison population. USC Today 6 plus the Marshall Project 6 plus New York County Lawyers Association plus 6-2. Prosecutorial power and judicial marginalization. A consistent thread is the erosion of judicial oversight. Rackoff highlights how courts' diminished role, combined with unchecked prosecutorial discretion, allows systemic injustice to flourish. SSRN Wine, plus the Washington Post 9 plus CLCJ Books, Rutgers.edu 2009 3. Corporate immunity versus individual accountability. Rackoff, recognized as a leading authority on white-collar crime, critiques the legal complacency toward corporate wrongdoing. He contrasts this leniency with the harsh treatment of marginalized individuals in the criminal system. SSRN 6 plus trade books for course.
None of that fits Kohberger. I wonder, but you know the Kohbergers are going to look at that and go, oh my God, he was letting us know, everybody. He was coerced into it. No, he went out of his way to go plead guilty because he didn't want the death penalty. He knew it. Don't your rights on your work. I don't know what that means. It's okay, Mariska. Let's see. Some books had pages saved. Yeah. Anyways, let's keep going through it. Well, let me just say the names of the book. This one is Convicting the Innocent. So yeah, that's weird that he's doing that. You know? And then this one is Why the Innocent Plead Guilty, Charged, Mass Incarceration on... I mean... See, he has books on stuff that's not really related to his field. You know, these seem like related to himself. Lol. What is that? What are you laughing at, Natalie? Nobody knows. Just showing up and not making any other comments and then saying lol. All right. Research topics. Well, I feel like I have a lot to say about what you should consider. I mean, there's a lot of stuff we could be... I don't want to spend all this time reading these things here. I just want to look at the pictures first. This is like, what is he, grading papers here? To the extent which local police officers are untrained. Wait a minute, what is it? Did somebody write these on his papers? Because that's not his writing. His writing isn't like that at all. It's so this is probably, like, look at that. That doesn't look like his writing. That's legible. Don't worry about it, Mariska. I know you didn't read them all. That's cool, though. All right, so let me go ahead. Like, you see this writing here. See that? Like, that's not his writing. Nobody would have had time to have read all these. They just came out. All right, let's see. I'm going to keep going through here. All right. Oh, look at that. The Alfred plea thing right there. Look. Eventually, Nora was offered an Alfred plea, which extended to her the ability to, rather than serve 21 years sentence. So this is related to that stuff he was writing about. All right, see that? There's one instance. It's weird. But he didn't do an Alfred plea, you guys. Alfred plea is when it's like you plead guilty because you admit that the state has enough to convict you, but you're not admitting guilt. Kohberger admitted guilt. He got nothing in return other than the death penalty was taken away, and he can't appeal. So, I mean, you know, I don't know what if he was thinking he would try these things, if he ever got caught, or what the hell this was about. Good intro to conclusion, well organized. Good something of the book, but a bit too much. I'd like to be more space, something to analysis of the... He got a 90. Oh, that must have made him angry. Hey, thanks, Kiyo to Mom. Kiyo to Mom. Hey, thanks so much. All right. It seems like he's getting in trouble in his writings for the same thing that everybody said when they're talking to him. He just kind of drones on and on and on for hours. So do they actually, it looks like they're showing each page of the book, or his writings. So that's kind of cool. You know, maybe we can go over these at some point. I just don't want to, I mean, that's just too intensive at this point. So these are things that he wrote. Papers. Look at it, he's getting shitty. You know, 87 isn't that great for a doctoral student. It's like a B plus, maybe. Yeah, well, thank you. Very generous. Furman versus death sentences seeming... It's weird. He's really focused in on, you know, sort of like his mom was focused in on... She was anti-death penalty. And, you know, it seems like it's sort of transferred over to his kid. By the way, did you guys see this picture? Look at TMZ today. Hold on. It's hilarious. I mean, they just go full on making fun of Kohberger here. Look at this. Kohberger. I mean, they put a little picture of him holding a hamburger. I mean, you know, good for TMZ. At least you're making something funny out of it. Now look at this guy. So, hey, you lady nutjob pro-burgers out there, that's what he looks like. Okay? Is that what you want right there? He's like $3 in that one. There we go. There you go. The lovely Brian Kohberger, everybody. He'll be ready for dates soon. Yeah. Clearly, Kohberger wanted a thinner version of his killer self.
What is inherently not force him to speak, which legally I cannot. How could anyone ever be assured that what he speaks is the truth? Anonymity and isolation of perpetual incarceration.
I liked his. I love this judge. You know, I don't care if he didn't get certain things. I think he's one of the best judges I've seen. I mean, he just literally, you know, in some ways you might even say it's his strictness that led the... You know what's interesting is I was just thinking, well, just now, Ann Taylor, the first judge, for God's sakes, like, he was so bad that she was probably feeling like, oh my God, I'm going to have to go to trial with this thing. I mean, you know, there's all these doors opening up and I could just, and then I wonder if she tried to get it changed knowing that another judge would be much more harsh and lead Kohberger to pleading guilty. Because Hippler was like, I mean, if you were going to compare judges, Hippler is like a Supreme Court level type judge. And Judge is some, just doofus who came out of law school. He sucked. I mean, that's my opinion. I thought he was just absolutely horrendous. And Hippler's like a Supreme Court type. Isn't that weird? I mean, I just kind of wonder if she intentionally wanted it changed, knowing that a stronger judge, almost any other judge than Judge, would be a lot more strict, and then the writing on the wall would be apparent to somebody like Brian Kohberger. What do you think of that? Yeah, maybe he was a good judge at some point. I mean, how could you not be a judge if your last name is Judge, for God's sakes? Yeah, so, I mean, what do you guys think of that? Do you think that, I think Ann Taylor actually did that. I think that, when you look at it, that's why she just never was doing anything. I think she always knew that the best option for him was to plead guilty, and I bet you they had these conversations, and they just did sort of the bare minimum, went through the different things, like fight the DNA, fight this, fight that, but they knew they were never going to win any of them. But you got to do it. It's got to be on record. And then they changed venues, and I think they actually did that, knowing that the judge that they've got is really weak. And then you could get to this. Any other judge out there would be, this is, and not allow them this, and deny every one of their emotions. Judge seems like he might have like, that's interesting. Some of these stupid theories that they had. Anyways, look at this one right here. Wow. That's amazing. Hold on. Oh, that's the closet. See if we can get into the bathroom at some point. Yep, 3 bills. Yeah. Oh, now we're in the bathroom. So this is where he took the famous, let's do Brian Kohberger selfie. Yeah, there's people that took the selfie and they must have used AI because they were able to put like his wrist and watch and crap that doesn't exist. Alright, so that one actually, now you see this part right here is right there behind his head, and there's the bar. Kind of trippy, right? Just thinking he's like in there. And that didn't show a curtain, you know, so this one doesn't show a curtain. However, let me look at that. Hold on. Yeah. See, that's the thing, is this one here, there is something. See this thing right there? Anytime you see something that's not straight like that in an apartment, then it's some sort of a fabric. All right, so whatever that is, it's either the plastic outer part of the shower or the curtain itself. It's definitely right there in that picture. Whatever that is, it doesn't seem to exist here. Although, you know, when they got there, it was a month and a half later. So this thing right here is not the wall because it curves in. So that is likely a curtain on the right-hand side. And what this shows, though, is that this is, even though this is a selfie, law enforcement has already flipped it. You know, most people don't do that, but they did. So that means that this is his left hand here, and he's holding up the camera with his right hand. And the right hand, I don't, you know, I think he's, I mean, what is he? Did anybody ever determine if he's right or left-handed? And don't say, well, Gray, I watched this one guy. Yeah, I don't want to hear that. I want to hear if it was officially determined, not your take or anything like that. Yeah, so it's the right hand in this image is him holding the camera, and his left hand's the one that's sticking up. All right. He looks embalmed. All right, you guys, we're having one of those lulls again. So if you guys are out there and you want to help support the channel, we're getting near the end of the month. Today is the 29th. And we got tomorrow. And then we got after, I think, what's tomorrow? Saturday. And then Sunday is our donation night. Yeah. I'm going to try to get one of our huge nights that we used to have. We had 1 month this year where I was only able to give out $1,000, if you can believe that. Yeah, Natalie, yeah. You keep, like, typing that in every time. Yeah, like if he's holding the camera with his right hand, that probably makes him right-handed. And you would think his right hand would be the one that would be cut, right? I don't remember what it said in the documents, but... Yeah, I don't read your comments, Natalie. It's just, you know, you just wasted time right there by not typing it in. Yeah. I'm right-handed, but left hand is useless. I used to be able to make layups and stuff with my left hand. I was never really like a good shooter, like come flying in. I mean, I could do like reverse layups or finger rolls off the glass and shit, but never like a jumper. I think people that can shoot jump shots opposite hand are crazy people. No, I dunked a tennis ball. That's about it. I'm only like 5'11", so I could jump like 33 inches. You know, I wasn't really like I was fast. I wasn't a high jumper. I know I don't look like a basketball player now, but I would shoot. I mean, if my friends were here, they would tell you. I would, like Steph Curry, distance, that's all I did. 30 feet, bombs, drill them all day long. And then I was a good passer. So I was like a really good outside shooter and a passer. And I would just get the rebound, zing it up court to the neck. I mean, just immediately get rid of the ball as soon as I touch it, right to somebody for a layup. And that's what I used to be good at. But, that was many moons ago, as they say. I was like 30 years old, it was the last time I played basketball. Yeah, I don't know who Helb is. Who the hell are these people? You know, if you say anything about yourself that's positive, you get the dipshits that show up in here. And let's see. Let's say, hey, thanks, Alley Cake. All right. Well, no, I was only 33 inch. I'm just talking about I could shoot. When I was 13 years old, I made 65 out of 100 NBA three-pointers when I was 13. Because when I was a kid, all I did was shoot absolute bombs. I mean, like I was just like, oh, this is fun, you know. And then it was natural for me when I was older. And I made 9 in a game one time. So that's pretty good. And not NBA, but I made one time at when I was playing where the Blazers practice, and I made 5 NBA three-pointers, just in a pickup game though, in a row, like up the court. You know, you get 2 points for the three, and it was just crazy. And they were all like 8, 9, 10 feet behind it. And it was easy. I used my legs and arms all in one motion, so you could without breaking form, I could shoot like a 40-footer without any change. It was cool. I wish I could go back. I always wish I could go back in time. But after a while, playing on the cement for so many years, you get your knees go shitty, your back's bad. But basketball is the coolest, most creative, coolest sport there is, man. I mean, when you're really just into it and in the flow, it's just the greatest thing in the world. Yep, to the good old days, yeah. To the good old days. I might actually start this Blazer channel, and I'll have this guy that he'll come on and he'll tell you. He'll tell you exactly what I just told you. It was nuts back then. So, anyways, I think that there was some kind of a. It's weird though. I mean. Yeah, no, that makes sense. So this is some kind of a fabric right here. Don't know, what it was. Was it the plastic part or the curtain? Probably the curtain. That's right. Now I'm dropping 3s on the trolls. Troll burgers. We call them troll burgers. I guess they're the trolls that show up during Kohberger coverage. Yeah, so that would have been hanging from right there. Hey, thanks for pause. Hey, Gray, I'm back. Did I miss anything? Jeez. Oh, yeah.
Right, I'm back. Did I miss anything? Bro from our command freaks. Ocean wave emoji. Ocean wave emoji.
Well, that's sort of interesting. I mean,
Okay, Grant.
Does that
After
work
this, I'm
for
never
that?
Coming back again. Ian, crying face emoji. Crying face emoji.
Is that what this is? Like, is there a towel? Like, he was far enough over where a towel... But that's kind of high. I don't think... Yeah, that doesn't work. Thanks, Mustang Sally. Okay, Gray. After this, I'm never coming back again.
Thanks for all the real speak you give here. Peace symbol emoji.
Hey, thanks. Gene Carpenter. Oh yeah, one last thing about my long distance shooting. This is a true thing I'm going to tell you here. Where the Blazers used to practice, I made 7 out of 10 NBA half quarters. You know, like, you shoot 10, I made 7. 5 in a row at one point. Now that's pretty crazy, right? I mean, it's like, I don't even know what it was like. I don't think I've ever seen anybody even do that. Hey, thanks, Mustang Sally. Gifted a membership. Yeah, and that was when I was like, like 15 or 16. Gray, do you think he told mommy what he had done? No. I don't know. I think the parents were really suspicious of him. I think that's why the dad did the... are you available, Maggie Carp? Yeah, I think the dad tried to... You know when they were pulled over in Indiana both those times? Don't you think it's pretty weird that both times the dad immediately brings up this Brent Kopacka situation every single time? That's about right, Glocks. No, but I was as good a shooter as any of those guys. Maybe not Jordan. I mean, Jordan... I was a better outside shooter than Jordan, yeah. Jordan sucked at three-pointers. He was really amazing at mid-range. Let's see. He wasn't a big three-point shooter. Let's see. Hey, thanks, Gina Howard. Like, Clyde Drexler wasn't a very good three-point shooter. No, he didn't. He didn't, Charco. He didn't. Let's see. I hate when people say, of course he did. Of course he did. Of course he did. I mean, give me a break. How would you know? Are you kidding me? I couldn't lift this data. Yeah, I love Clyde. Who didn't love... I mean, Clyde Drexler today would be, like, literally top 3 players in the NBA. He was like a man among boys. Even if you look at him now, it's like, man, that guy. And that team was completely athletic. Jerome Kersey, Clyde Drexler, Porter. That was freaking awesome. Anyways, can we get anything from the reflection? No, we can't. Yeah. So, just gonna keep on moving here. And they spent a lot of time in the bathroom. I wonder if they were trying to figure out if you rinse anything down. Yeah, just Kohberger apartment. We're on page 305 of 699. We still got 400 to go. That's crazy, huh? You know, I unblocked a whole bunch of trolls, you guys. Like, I just went through and started... unblocked like 200 people. Let's see what happens. None of the weird, the ones with the names that are... Well, he can appeal. He can appeal. The judge will just look at it and go, well, you said you wouldn't, you gave away your right to appeal, so we're going to put very little weight in what you're saying. What do you mean no pictures of the walls? They're all over the place. Man, what a boring place. Jesus. Brings a date over and it's like sitting in a morgue. Let's see. I mean, in some ways it's not even really interesting. I mean, what is he going to leave? A bloody bag sitting around? I mean, I don't even know if there's anything in here that, you know, the bathroom is about the only interesting part. Is that like a napkin holder? That's like a napkin holder for like a park, right? You put the... And those are coasters over there. See, this right here, look at it. See this little placemat? That bothers OCD people. He would have straightened that sucker out. I have a friend that would be... He was like that. It just always drove me nuts. You go out to eat something and you sat there all the time straightening things out, making sure that everything was... You know, it's not really that cool, you know. Gray, they can't help it, man, you bastard. Yeah, I never got the lol comments, you know. Anytime I ask something and then you follow back, hey, you got to read above, I'm never reading it again, okay? You should have just typed it in again when I asked. It doesn't matter, he had no friends. Yeah, that's true. It is kind of like a hotel room, isn't it? Like nothing in there until you bring your own crap. What the heck we do what? What the heck we do? What the hell does that even mean, wacko? Alright, here it is. Yeah, so what does the lol mean? Go ahead. Type it in the next sentence. Natalie, if you type it in the next sentence, I'll believe you. If you don't type it in, then I'm timing you out, okay? Because we've done this 8 times now. So what does the lol mean when you type it in over and over like that? Was it rented with a shower curtain? I don't know. That'd be kind of interesting to know, wouldn't it? Let's see. The decor matches his personality. Looks boring, lonely, and depressing. Yeah. And if it could speak, it would have said, "You have nice birthing hips." What was all the plant-based in his freezer? He only lived there for like, I would say 5 months, 6 maybe. This account said apartment with no personality. Yeah, if the curtains could talk, they'd say, "You have nice birthing hips." I think Howard Stern said the birthing hips to people a lot. Oh yeah, he probably did, didn't he? Let's see. Yeah, it's lol. Lol. Okay, lol. Who the hell says it like that? Everybody, Gray. Anybody with any kind of an English. Okay, see you later. I'm going to have to time you out, Natalie. We already said. So come back in a little bit, all right? Have a good one. All right, let's see. Yeah, we're talking about the LOL comment, not your next one. I said, your next comment, explain what that meant, and that's not what it said. All right? If the curtains could talk, they would probably tell us things we wouldn't want to know. That's right. You know, I came up with this cool book idea when I was a kid. You guys want to hear what it was? There's actually two of them, but one of them was, it's called If a Rock Could Talk. I didn't wait for you to reply if you wanted to hear it. It was called If a Rock Could Talk. And the movie starts off with like a crane. I mean, you know, you got to fill it in with stuff, but like you see this caveman chipping away, trying to make a tool or something, and he just kind of throws it in a river behind him. And then you do sort of a time lapse where you show the rock in the water getting smoother over the years, you know, millions of years. And then all of a sudden, or not millions, but, you know, hundreds of thousands of years. Then the camera pans up and a crane comes in and goes, because now it's modern time. And then it pulls the rocks out, dumps it. And then some random kid comes by and picks it up and starts kicking it down the street. And it's all from the rock's perspective, you know, the rock's bouncing around. And then somebody picks up the rock and throws it through a window or something. And then the rock does all these different things. And basically the rock saw all these things like crime and things, but it can't talk. But it was like from its perspective. I thought that would have been kind of cool. You know? Anyways, yeah, so now we're in a closet here. Let's see. For Brian, it would be a crack rock. See, you left all, I mean, doesn't that mean he's coming back? I mean, with the computer and speakers and, you know, that's actually, you know, that's one of those, kind of looks like my computer has the glass in there. I have Alienware, but I mean, that's, you're not going to leave that, I can tell you. I bet he did not put anything on that computer. Why would he even think of leaving that and then take that cross-country trip? GeForce GTX. There it is. Mariska said, avoid the LOL wave. We're definitely having one of those. I think I had that. I had like a very similar speaker, like this one right here, at one point. Let me see. Let me go on to Amazon and see if I ever bought that. Let's see. Returns and orders. What did I get here? Speakers. Page 2. This is going to be from a long time ago. No, not there. How about page 3? No, nothing there. Must have got it at a store, but it looked just like that. Even had this little sub, you know, the woofer thing there. All right, let's see if we can get, if you guys do 8 more channel memberships, I'll donate 5 myself, all right? Does that sound good? Yeah, it sounds great, Gray. Yeah, but anyways, that's what I definitely had that one that looked just like that, Logitech, and, you know, us incels, we buy the same types of speakers. I was called called that on a live stream today by somebody. It's good stuff. You know what I like about our mods? They don't let somebody just trash somebody in the comments. Like I showed up, somebody told me, hey, great, check out this live stream. So I went over there, and I'm right on the screen before I even got there. There's already people trashing. It's crazy. All right, you guys, that's your goal, though. 8 channel memberships. Man, looks like they took a lot of photographs in good old Kohberger's apartment. Intro does not clearly introduce the book. You jump into analysis without context, summary of the book, which makes it hard to follow. Your discussion of the deontology is fine, but it's not really connected to the contents of the book. Got an 80. That's like, C+ material. Anyways, I don't want to spend a lot of time on that. Man, you guys got right on top of those 8 memberships, huh? Man, that was just nailed it. Here, I'll have to do a goal instead. So this would be equivalent to 10, but if you only get 8 of 10, that would be good. All right, there we go. All right. Yeah, he's a terrible student. I mean, he got like, he's not an A student. They all talk about how smart he was, though. Oh, wow, look at that. There's Alley Cake, M10, and CR. That's 7 of them. Just like that. Okay, we need one more then. Well, it's just pure luck, Maggie Carp. I bet you're not even available to get one. Yeah, it doesn't look like he got one. Fabric care. I think most guys don't read manuals and shit like that. Like in terms of like when you buy something, the care part of it, you just put it together and, I don't need to see the rest of the stuff that you want to tell me. Hey, thanks Lisa Valenzuela and Mrs. W. All right, here we go. Right there. And here's 5 more. Maybe you'll get lucky this time. You don't know. Yeah, you have to allow gifting. Like, you don't just get a membership just randomly. You have to select to be allow gifting, and you know what I mean? So, if you haven't done that, you probably won't get one. Deadlines for doctoral degree. Yeah. Boy, that's interesting. Why even photograph that? That's just so boring. I mean, it's not even... Let's see, 8/18/2022, Brian Kohberger. Are these like people he met or something? You know, because remember the other one was 7-11 or something. And there's another one, 818, Brian Kohberger. I mean, look, he almost doesn't know his name either. Look at that. He's like he's his own troll here, you guys. Look, Kohberger is the original Proberger. They don't even know how to spell their own names. Look at this guy. He's like, let's see, it's BRYANKOH, yeah, Burger. I mean, look at that. There's a space in there, for God's sakes. He didn't even know how to spell his own name. He's like, yeah, it's oh yeah, that's right, Burger. Except and almost like, what is this, an R, for God? Look at his R's. His R's look like a Y. It's like, Kohberger. I mean, let me ask you this question. How does an R ever look like that? Can you figure, I mean, just answer that question for me. How in the hell is an R ever look like this right here? That's not in a mirror. That's okay. That's crazy. Think about how you make an R like that. You go down and then out. It's kind of a Y looking thing, but that's backwards. Like he went like this and then over here, and wow, that's crazy. But you know, the part that bothers me the most is right there. Look at the space in there, you guys. As if he was saying Kohberger. Almost identical, by the way, to this. I mean, look at this right here. TMZ Kohberger. I mean, so he was doing the same thing. He's just missing out on the dash there. You see what I'm saying? Wow, that's amazing. The sleuthing we can do here. Yeah, what's this one? Is that the same one? No, look at that. Oh, you got the H closer this time. What is he doing here? Why would you have a whole piece of paper and then just kind of like they have to block something out? I mean, what types of things would you... I mean, I guess if it was personal. But a pattern that emerged was that in general, members of our cohort liked activities that involved the outdoors, as well as discussing topics, though not explicitly stated, and instead, let's see. I don't know what that says. Instead, implicitly communicate. Cohort members enjoyed communicating their thoughts on perspectives. Further, it seems that others' interest seems to coincide in a manner that suggests influence. Something person stated their love for nature and others followed along. Concrete information, activities. I mean, this is weird. It's almost like he's observing his cohort and how they communicate, and he's, thinking through something that everybody else just naturally wouldn't, you wouldn't have to chart it out. Magnunin subjective. Went into detail of their vision. Reports interest. God, you're so, wow. You're just so far above everybody, Kohberger. Crime. Profit. Okay, so that must be a R. Reactive aggression. Lack of respect. Something. Police. Warrior, something. Man, well, this guy can't write what's worth a damn, man. Judgment. Punishment. I wonder what he's doing here. Like, why is he writing this stuff down? Just jotting stuff down? Or happy birthday, Bri. Something, something, lick it because of COVID. I did not lick it because of COVID. Jesus. That's stupid. There it is. It does say that. I did not lick it because of COVID. Brian. Brian? Brian? Hey, Brian. Okay. I don't know what he bought. No, it just said they didn't lick it because of COVID. I can't tell what. Let's see. What's it? What did he buy though? Oh, Light Life something. Recycle bag. Light Life. Maybe that's like beer or something. And then at Walmart, he purchased coffee. Yeah, I don't know. Who cares? And then here's those books again. I bet that's probably pretty interesting. I mean, just to have a book like that, a procedural criminal, kind of like the Practical Homicide, but I bet it doesn't cost $300. All right. Do we have any coffees in here tonight? Let's see. Definitely need some of those. Not a. We got 4 paws, did one, but here we go. Let me put this in here. Coffee. Now we do have a Venmo from Annabelle. Thank you. Simon mass incarceration on trial. What did the 3 explosion security hell? Man, they marked his papers up a lot. Wonder if they didn't use red on purpose. You know, we don't want to hurt his feelings. I think he just, I don't even, I mean, I'm not sure Kohberger was smart like anybody thought he was. This guy just seems like he's skating around, you know, just kind of doing the bare minimum on shit. And he was able to trick enough people early that didn't want to, you know, like, I bet you in his master's degree program, the teachers were lazy, and they just sort of read what he wrote and went, oh, yeah, this is pretty good. It sounds like, you know, you can put a sentence, oh, and they gave him A's and shit. And then he gets to this one place where they actually have people who are looking at it differently, like a doctoral program. He sucked. I mean, he was... Yeah, he's not anywhere near as smart as he thought. People think he, you know, say he is. Okay. So this is on 11/21. This is 8 days after the murders. Happy birthday! Celebrate like a boss. Brian. So they did. Somebody doing the same joke. Brian. Probably a family member. Man, thanks for people in here that became members on their own tonight. That was cool. Welcome. I'm going to start, I'm going to try to do some videos where members get to see the video first and then it's made public. Would you guys think that would be kind of cool? Like you get to be first to see the videos, and then it goes out. I don't know how it works. Does YouTube still promote, you know, does it make the algorithm? I guess we'll have to test it out. Hey, look at a black glove. It'd be cool if you could do members only and then a premiere out in public. I don't know if it works like that, but... right below, I think you hit the join button. But let's not hit those lulls. We're getting near the end of the month here, you guys. Lulls. Excuse me. Lulls. Angle, broom, home, gloves, black, something gloves, 100 pack. So there's the gloves right there. I wonder if we can figure out what that thing he was holding in some of these. Yeah, my foot feels like it's getting, you know, I'm starting to feel a little bit better. Like today I walked, just walking around doing stuff, 4,372 steps, and it's not swollen up like a grapefruit. So that's pretty good. Oh, here's his improvement plan. Meet weekly with supervisor at established meeting time. Keep track of weekly hours and provide report to supervisor. Establish weekly goals with supervisor and discuss whether previous week's goals were met during... I mean, that's such a horrible thing to be... Like, you're in a doctoral program, and instead of you being one of these ones where, you know, you maybe go out to dinner with the professor and you're talking about stuff on a high level, really trying to, you know, talk about the, you know, more like the philosophy of the whole program, and he's over there having to have weekly progress report goals, you know, and just like he's just at the bottom of the barrel here. You know, make sure weekly goals are progressively harder to ensure progress throughout the, you know, it's just garbage. You know, I mean, what a horrendous, hey, thanks, Lanky Tor. Yeah, he's in like a terrible, I mean, imagine like this is meet weekly, supervisors establish meeting time. Keep track of weekly hours. Establish weekly goals and supervisor and discuss whether previous week's goals were met during each weekly meeting. You don't want to be anywhere near something like this. I guess that's almost when you just drop out and try to get into a different program, because that's just you're you know, pretty much done at that point. No, it didn't make him snap. Yeah. He'd been planning this for a long time. He had already been visiting around the house back in July. July 9th, actually. That night he was right there utilizing the same cell tower resources. Late into the evening. Oops. I think I just turned it off. Okay. There we go. Yeah, back to where we were. Good. Hey, thanks, Stephanie Sprague. And this is who Dr. Ramsey... She should be. She should be embarrassed. Kohberger's an idiot. Okay? Like,
And this is who Dr. Ramslin referred.
He's dumb as a box of
to be
rocks.
embarrassed.
Maybe that men's furnishing shirt there was the one he was wearing. That white one. How come there's no date on these? Am I missing something? I don't see it. No, is it right here? No. It's not a date. Maybe down here. Okay. September 4th. No, that's not even what that is. I don't know what this is. There's no date on these. Huh? I'm not sure what you're talking about, Jimmy. Alright, let's get going here. How come these places don't just have a... Okay, this one does. 11/7. He was at Walmart. Got some hash brown stuff. Sticky rice. Bar of soap on a rope. He knew he was going to prison, so he got one with a rope on it. We got that. We'll move over here. Palouse Mall, gourmet food, treatment something, and then men's furnishing. And this one, that one's cut off. All right. Let's see if we keep going down. Inert training unit. What is that? Bear attack. Oh. Wow. Bear attack deterrent. Why would he have that? I mean, I know he says he goes hiking, but I wonder if, I mean, I don't think he brought it into the house, but that's pretty weird, right? Yeah, I just said what it was. Yeah. Oh my God, you guys. Are you going to keep typing that in?
I'm fired up.
Great, it's a bear attack, it's a bear spray, great, it's a bear spray, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, and a 10, and a 15, 20, great, it's bear spray, great, it's bear spray, even though you just said it was bear spray, great, but we're going to keep saying it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Great, it's bear spray, do you hear that, Gray? Alright. Next one. My God, you guys. It's crazy. Like Looney Tunes stuff. I say, oh yeah, it looks like it's a bear spray. And then, great, it's a bear spray, it's a bear spray, it's a bear spray, it's a bear... What just happened was me imitating how many people type something in. I don't know, maybe that's the thing he was holding in his waist. He was going to use it to... Maybe he hikes and he thought he'd get bear spray. He wanted a plausible reason to have it. Maybe he was going to use it when he went hiking to sort of knock somebody, you know, not out, but they would be kind of incapacitated and then he could attack him or something. Don't know. Hey, look at this thing. Is that the thing he was holding? Hey, it's part of a vacuum cleaner. Huh? We're on page 555 out of 699. Little minuscule piece of blood there. A little hair there. a hair there. They're talking about this little hair right there. Oh, yeah, they went through the drain to see what they could find. A little bit of blood on his pillow there. Obviously, all these things have been tested. So don't go, great, you know if they... No, I don't. That's so funny. I checked there twice, or 2 or 3 times a day on that site, and it said there was 2 files. And then somebody go, hey, there's new photos. And I went back out there, then there was 3. Man, that's crazy. That's probably why nobody watched that second video. That must be his office. Yeah, look at that. He had his own little name. Threw that all in the garbage. Really kind of not really much in this thing. This whole set of images. You know, especially they block out something. I think the document, that what he wrote might be, but they're just book reviews, so it's going to be kind of boring, I think. Essential Supreme Court decisions. Gender, nature, and nurture. Now they're back to images of the cars again. And that's it, right there. We just went through the whole thing. All right. Awesome. Low alert.
Correct.
Rising sun.
Hey, all right, Mary Lou. Yeah, sometimes. All right, what was this guy? Today there was the guy that was... somebody was commenting underneath our... during that live stream. And he brought up these certain things. So I went and found him. But now I don't even remember what the hell he wanted me to look up in the things. What was this one? This was Ryan Snyder. On 11/13/2022 at about 12 o'clock, I responded to 1122 King Road for the report of an unresponsive subject. Upon my arrival, I noticed there were several college-age subjects out front of the address. I was directed to use police caution tape to cordon off the crime scene. I was working around the residence. I noticed the back door was open, and there were footprints in the snow coming from the back door on the back porch. Officer Smith took photo. This guy's a Kohberger, though. I don't know what the hell he was talking about. Yep, let's see. The footprints appear to lead west towards King Road between the residences, but I was unable to see where the footprints went after... let me read that again. I noticed there were a few footprints that left towards the west of the backyard. Huh. This portion of the... Well, that's interesting, because that would be... Okay, the west of the backyard. This portion of the backyard is connected to two other residences, 1118 King Road and 1126 King Road, both directly to the west. The footprints appear to lead west towards King Road between the residences, but I was unable to see where the footprints went after the yards connected due to the amount of rock and landscape. What the hell is he talking about? Alright guys, well these massive lulls just destroy the energy. So if you guys have the ability to help support the channel, that would be awesome. Alright, here's 1118. I'm imagining that one is 1126. Yeah. So he's saying the footprints came out and then they went this direction. So that's not going to be Kohberger. So if those are the same set of footprints that go out like this, then they're not even Kohberger's footprints that go back and forth. And that doesn't mean it's not Kohberger's the killer. It just means that somebody else has footprints that were there. You know? Of course, if you say that, they go, oh, see, look, Ray even said those aren't Kohberger's. I never knew that they were Kohberger's. I've always said, those are interesting because they go back and forth. Hey, thanks, CR and Stephanie Sprague.
Hamburger emoji.
Anyways, thank you guys for all your generosity this whole month and everything. Sort of got us on track. We can kind of make up for that 1 month where the channel was only able to donate $1,000. I think it was back in... I don't know if it was like March or some crazy month. It was just ridiculous. But, maybe this month we'll try to do like 6,000 and then maybe, take 2 of those 1,000, add it to the 1. That would be 3. That would be almost... Yeah, no, it is hard. It's just constantly, every day, trying to find stuff, making videos and doing live streams. I've made a lot of videos this month. I think a lot of times people they don't have time for a 3-hour show, so. With Sergeant Gunderson, I entered the residence to continue taking photos of the scene. I entered through the bottom floor main door on the north side. I took photographs of the rooms and living room areas of the residence. The photos were downloaded onto a CD, and maybe that's the person who took some of those photos that we... As I was down the road of the address near the King Road and Queen Road intersection, I was approached by a college-age male who identified himself as, starts with a J, maybe that's Jack, the boyfriend. He informed me he lived at a King Road address. He stated his ex-girlfriend lived upstairs. I guarantee you that's what that says. ex-girlfriend lived upstairs at 1122 King Road, and they shared a dog. There you go. Currently, Jack did not appear to have obvious wounds on his hands, as I would assume the suspect possibly would. Officer Nunez was interviewing, he's the one that he got into that car, interviewing subjects about the situation. I asked Jack if he would wait inside Officer Nunez's police car. Oh, there you go. See, that's kind of interesting, right? It just right here even explains in that footage why, that Jack was in the car. So we could talk with him. He agreed to. I informed Sergeant Gunnarsson of the circumstances involving Jack. Jack later responded to the police department to be interviewed and then picked up the dog from the Moscow Humane Society shelter. Hey, thanks, Marcia S. Thanks for the videos and lives. Hey, no problem. I continue to canvass the area and speak with neighbors. I spoke with subjects at the King Road. The majority of them stated they were out drinking at the corner club. I spoke with the residents. Da 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 da. I don't know why he wanted me to read this one. Oh, is this the photographs taken? Yeah, so maybe these are all kind of match those photographs that we have. Yeah, let me do a optical. Where happened to the tools? Oh no. Oh, there it is. A scan with OCR. I think he's saying they don't mention a sheath, right? Like there's no sheath in here in the photographs. Who cares? Looks like these are those photographs, though. Yeah, but there's no mention of a sheath. So what they want you to believe is that the sheath was planted later because there's no mention of it here. That's what they want you to believe. They probably took a picture of the bed, and then there's a sheath there. You don't need to say, oh, here's a picture. I don't know. There's probably another tech that came out and took really specific crime scene photos. So yeah, I received a phone call advising me there was a quadruple homicide at 1122 King Road. I arrived to the Moscow Police Department, put on my police-issued uniform, and relieved Officer Warner at the above address, who was currently, let's see, and right here it says, the following day at 11/14/22, I learned that a sheath was found inside the apartment. The sheath was tan in color and had a Marine Corps Eagle globe and anchor symbol on the sheath. The words USMC were located underneath the EGA, and K-bar was above the EGA. I was tasked to follow up with businesses in town to see if that particular knife was sold there. I followed up with Tri-State Outfitters, Big Five. Yeah, we've gone over this. While at Walmart, I was speaking with a staff member. So this person, that was tripping out was like, well, where was the sheath the day before? These people are crazy, Their logic stream disappears. These are all things these are ones that he pointed out, It's like in the comments he was referring to these precise articles or documents. Yeah, of course they are. They 100% took photographs of the knife sheath. On November 12, 2022, at about 2100, I began an overtime shift for a plainclothes detail on the University of Idaho campus. Okay, so this is the evening before and then into the early morning hours. This is what he wanted me to look at. the the other officers that were driving around. It's not really Kohberger's white Elantra, you guys. It's cops doing loops around. On November 12, 2022, at about 9 o'clock in the evening, I began an overtime shift for a plainclothes detail on the University of Idaho campus and related areas. This patrol was for minors in possession, consumption of alcohol, along with other alcohol drug offenses. During this patrol, I and other officers with me, Officer Rosendahl, only had our body-worn cameras. We were operating out of the Moscow Police Department Ford Fusion, which I drove throughout the entire detail. This particular department vehicle did not have a dash camera or any other recording device. My street time conducting the plainclothes detail concluded at, this says 3:52 hours on November 13th, 2022. So that's probably, he's back at the station and everything. During this detail, Officer Rosendahl and I made several patrols through the area of King Street and Queen Road. See? But they want you to believe that it was all during the 3:30 to 4:15, and they were not there at all. I have the video. There's no cops driving in there. During this detail, Officer Rosendahl and I made several patrols through the area of King Street and Queen Road. During each patrol of the area, we traveled on the north side of 500 Queen Road, heading east. We wrapped around the building. I mean, they did the exact same route. Okay, so they literally went in like this, around like this, and then went around and came around. They did the same thing. So that's why the Kohbergers are going to tell you that that's who these people were. We wrapped around the building. Each loop, they're going to tell you that's the cops doing that. We wrapped around the building, heading south on the east side, then west on the south side of the complex. We then traveled north on that little side road, turned west onto Queen Road, and proceed to King Street. During one of the patrols in the area, while approaching the southwest corner of 500 Queen Road, I recall seeing a darker colored vehicle with taillights on. Let's see, approaching the southwest corner. So southwest, like right over here. So as he's coming around. It'd be cool. What we should do is go get the rest of the evening. So that's what I want, is I want the surveillance footage for the entire night. From 10:30 or the 12th all the way up till 3:30 in the morning, as well as the other footage. Because then you could see the people giving rides. You could see the cops coming in. Yeah, it's definitely, it's just, God, that's what sucks about this stuff, because the Kohbergers just love it. Oh, yeah. There was a short section of let's see. During the patrol, while approaching the southwest corner, I recall seeing a darker colored vehicle with taillights on. This vehicle was parked facing south on the south side of the parking lot towards the west end. There was a short section of the parking lot which extended to the west of 500 Queen Road. Yeah, that's that place behind 1122 King Road, south of 1122 King Road, which was where the vehicle was. Each time we patrolled this area, I drove the same route. During the final patrol, which, to the best of my recollection, was between 2 and 3. Okay, Kohbergers, that's it, right? See? You lost, but you won't admit it. That's exactly what I told you. I said it was before 3 o'clock, and that's it. It was between 2 and 3 on November 13th, 2022, as we traveled north on the west side of the apartment, right? So that's down that little narrow street. I saw several individuals approaching the residence at 1122 King Road Street. During this detail, I was looking for alcoholic beverages, open alcoholic containers, and individuals who appeared to be intoxicated. I observed the individuals as I drove past, but did not see any reason to contact them for our related patrol. I recall my view of the individuals being obstructed by vehicles, and I wonder if that was like Xana and Ethan could have been part of that one. Because we don't really actually know what time they got home, do we? Let's see. I recall my view of the individuals being obstructed by vehicles and brush on the east side of the parking lot for 1122 King Road Street. Right, the trees there. The individuals were walking close a vehicle which was parked in the northeast corner of the lot. As I turned onto Queen Road and traveled west, I continued to view the individuals. From the recollection, there were at least 2 individuals. Well, was that Xana and Ethan? I mean, possibly 3, I recall. One of the individuals having blonde hair. I do not recall exactly how many individuals there were. Xana and Ethan don't have blonde hair, though. What they were wearing or any other details as I quickly looked for beverages in their hands and whether they were staggering from intoxication. Since we made several patrols through the area, I cannot say with 100% confidence I saw the vehicle on the same pass as I saw the individuals. Upon review of my radio history, I contacted 3 individuals at Taylor Avenue. Right. That's that 255. That's the video that's out there. Those are those 3 kids that are in the band field. To the best of my recollection, this was after exiting King Street. After seeing the individuals at 1122 King Road, we cleared this contact at 3:32 hours. Right. So, I mean, it's, you know, what's crazy is if they cleared that at 3:32, that means they were still sort of out there, and Kohberger drove by the cops while they were like talking to those kids. I mean, if they were still there, it says we cleared this contact at 3:32. So I don't know if that continued somewhere else. But when I watched that body camera, it seemed like it was over like just after 3, so I don't know what that means. But, yeah. All right, you guys. Well, I don't really have much more to talk about. Maybe we could take a look at this one here. Another one of these. Seemed like we've kind of died down. You can always tell. What do you mean late to the party? I'm not sure what you're talking about, Chris. Anyways, on November 16, 2022, at approximately 7:45 hours, Latah County Coroner Kathy Mabbitt and I attended the 4 autopsy. See, this is the... People were saying this is an autopsy. This isn't an autopsy here. We don't need to read this. Somebody sent this to me. I mean, they didn't send it to me. They sent me little screenshots like they were sleuthing something. And I said, hey, we've gone over that document before. These are just like what they collected from them. I guess here it says what they were wearing. So she was wearing a short sleeve pink shirt. Pants were black Vandal Russell brand sweatpants. So Madison Mogan was wearing black sweatpants and a pink shirt to go to sleep in. Kaylee Gonzalez had pants, Joe Boxer gray and black flannel, and one sock. It says sock 1 white Adidas. Well, where's the other sock? And then Xana Kernodle had a sweatshirt, Under Armour gray, and then underwear Calvin Klein beige. Ethan Chapin was wearing socks. Is that it? And Puma brand right and left. That's it, though? I mean, you had no other clothing on? All right. Well, I think that's going to... what are you talking about? Who? Pretty tidy for student digs. Sleuthy Ruthie, I have been wondering. I'll tell you what, if you guys do 9 more channel memberships, we'll stay on here for another 49 minutes. All right, what do you think of that? For a goal. So this is what YouTube said to do. Hey, set little goals, and people reach the goals. And so we get more of those, we'll stay on for 49 more minutes. How cool is that, huh? You're like, I wanted you to leave a long time ago. Let's see. On Tuesday, June 13th, 2023, Detective Darren Gilbertson from ISP provided me with 3 packages he obtained by ordering the items from Amazon. Detective Gilbertson stated he purchased the items in the same fashion used by Kohberger to purchase a K-bar with sheath, a K-bar sharpener, and a bottle of supplements. I photographed each of the packages and their contents along with the order paperwork Detective Gilbertson provided. The packages contained 1 K-bar straight fighting knife with a leather USMC sheath, a K-bar sharpener, and a bottle of vegan supplements. So he ordered the same thing that Kohberger did. Hey, thanks, Kim. I attached all photos to this case and booked all the items into MPD evidence. On June 13, 2023, the paperwork was included in the package containing the knife itself. I was kind of looking up sheath in the documents myself. Yeah, nobody has to do anything. But we already say that many times, Lanky Tor, so you don't need to keep repeating it over and over and over again. Yeah, I say it all the time. Wasn't there a sock on the living room floor? I don't know. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Mariska. Yeah, we don't need look at when I'm on here and I say if you guys can help support the channel, that'd be great. You don't need to explain to me why you can't do something. All right, it just looks bad. Like it just looks like, oh my god. I've told you guys 100 times, if you can't afford to do anything, don't do it. Nobody's talking to you. So. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I don't want you to feel like nobody has to do anything. All right? So we don't need the explanations and things because it just creates kind of a weirdness, Hey, thanks, Chris Doheny and Carm143. And welcome, Jess F. And also up there we had Kim. Very cool, very cool. All right. Does anybody want to call in? I can. We can do that. Let's see what happens. All right. Is this it right here? I got that, and then we've got this pin thing here. So there you go. You just don't have to have your video on there. I'll remove, actually, if you have your videos on. We'll just make it like it's sort of like a phone. But you can talk to, discuss any of the stuff that you might be thinking about regarding this. Yeah, I'm just not sure what you're saying there, Mariska. Nobody asked you to do anything. Let's see... Yeah, I mean, look at all the members. We were one away from 60 new members in here. Hey, thanks, Justin Motocross. You bastard. Yeah. Well, who's calling in? It's a Friday night, you know? I'd love to call in if I had my teeth in. Eleanor Rigby picked up the rice in the church where the wedding had been. Hey, it's Justin Motocross. All right. Hey, thank you for gifting another one. And everybody, I appreciate everybody being here. The people who can support the channel, thank you very much. Everybody else, hit the like button, share the video, and subscribe. But nobody's required to do anything at all. I want to call, but I missed your last 3 lives, Gray. Well, just call in about whatever. All right, go ahead. You too, Mariska. Just call in. Anybody can call in. You just get on the phone. Yeah, I mean, the channel, this month was sort of like a better month. I think if there had been a trial, I think my channel would have really grown like exponentially, because I think I would have been able to cover it like 10 times better. We had the model, the timeline written down. We had everything. I'd been out there, I filmed stuff, and then poof, it's gone. So it kind of sucks. So we're doing our best just to sort of put all the pieces of the puzzle together after the fact, in lieu of a trial, but, Good night, Mustang Sally. Do you think I should do a show just on the timeline from start to finish at some point? Or just a video even? Because it's pretty crazy. Like, when you read the timeline, it really makes, it's just interesting. I mean, I found it one of the most interesting things of the, weirdly for me, is just really seeing the timing of, Madison and Murphy and Bethany, and just sort of the flow that was going on there, and how, it's just really obvious that Kaylee was already in her bed. Madison and Bethany take Murphy outside. Bethany comes inside because she's cold, puts something in the cupboard, grabs a bag of chips, goes down to her room. Madison still outside with Murphy, loses Murphy. Maybe she leaves the slider open, goes down and asks Bethany, hey, have you seen Murphy? No, I haven't. We don't know what the disposition of Murphy was after that, but is that the reason that the door was open? What's this person doing here? Jeez. All right. I don't know what this person's typing in. They're doing weird stuff with their fingers. So you got that, and then Madison makes it up to her room just moments after that. Changes into those. Sounds like she was wearing black sweatpants and her what was it? The pink short sleeve shirt. And her jeans are on the ground there with her Doc Martens. And she's probably laying in her bed. And then Kaylee probably came in and said, hey, I've been trying to call Jack. Can you try calling? Because maybe he'll answer. And then, they're sitting in the bed. And Kaylee calls Jack a bunch of more times. And then all of a sudden, Madison calls a few times. And then at about 2:54, they're done calling Jack, and they probably just fell asleep within 10 minutes after that. And then Xana and Ethan, we don't really know exactly when they got home. But at some point, Xana ordered a DoorDash. And the DoorDash delivery was made, dropped off right around 4 o'clock at the house there. And, I mean, the whole DoorDash thing. I mean, it's just so interesting, right? Like the timing of the DoorDash driver. When Kohberger was actually parked behind her, is that up above in the back? I mean, you could do the whole thing. It's pretty crazy. Probably should. I'm going to put the precise timing of things in the DoorDash, in the timeline from DoorDash. Like at 3:52, she's walking, and then at 4 o'clock, I think I already had delivery, but. Did you guys see my DoorDash video that I made recently, the more recent one? Yeah, people can call in. There's somebody, like Stephanie's here, but she doesn't seem to be... oh, they just went off. Yeah, come back in, Stephanie. There was some weirdo that showed up a minute ago, though. They were just doing stuff with their fingers, like doing weird crap. I don't know what they were doing. Just some stupid troll watching the show. How bored do you have to be to watch it's crazy, man. But that number got banned. Yeah. Well, thanks, Lanky Tor. Yeah, it's open. We got another, 38 minutes here. Where's the phone calls? We had Stephanie Sprague called in, then she just left. I don't know. You can call in and say whatever the hell you want to say. Right, here's Carm. Wait, I got to get rid of the echo. Hold on. Are you there?
Do I?
Okay, the echo's gone now. So what's going on?
Oh, hi. Do you want me to turn mine all the way down?
Well, you have to turn the audio from the show off. You can't have. I mean, we've gone over this many times. Like the video that's playing on your phone or device or in your house, you just turn it off, and you're just using your phone, like you're just using that to talk on the StreamYard. Hello? Anybody there?
Okay,
Hello?
I'm trying. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I guess I'm.
You have to turn
I
it.
feel like it's still.
You can't have YouTube. You can't have YouTube open in the background. You just shut down YouTube. That's what's causing the problem, because it's another audio. It's the same audio, but 10 seconds later. How come I hear?
Okay, I think I might have it. Hold on a second.
Okay. Are you on your computer, or what are you using? I kept hearing clicking.
Yes, sir. I'm on my laptop. So I when I click on StreamYard, there's a separate tab.
Right, it's a separate link. But that's why. But that's when you shut down YouTube. You don't have YouTube open while you're on StreamYard.
Okay, now I get it. I'm so okay. So can you hear me now?
Yep, I can hear you.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, hi. All right.
Hello.
So, anyways, I just wanted to say that I think that some people, I don't know what it is. Like, how like some people when they come into like YouTube, whether they're like a member or not, or they get kind of afraid. I just wanted to let people know that even when you sign up for YouTube and it says like, just for like some people who don't hit the like button or whatnot, I just wanted to let people know that you can sign into YouTube for free, and then when you hit the like button, it doesn't cost anything, and it doesn't show anybody that you've, liked or disliked or done anything. There's nothing like, there's
Yeah, but
no
why
like
would
trail
people
of
care?
anything.
You know what's funny? It's like it's weird. These people go, "Great, I'm kind of a silent viewer. I don't hit." No, I think it's what's sort of like
Right.
it's like when you're the Republicans. People if you put like if you were pro Trump, these people you get like you'd be attacked by a bunch of wackos, so you had to be quietly support him, or because you didn't want some
Right.
bad stuff to happen. I mean, it's not like that
Well,
in here, but it's sort of similar. It's weird. It's like, why would you care?
I get it. And that's what that's what I think though, when I see sometimes when I hear like people like you that, that are creators, and I understand that they can't, a lot of people can't support the channel, but they don't realize that if they could just even like hit the like button, post a comment. But I think what happens is, they go into YouTube, right? Because they don't understand computers. So they go to youtube.com, right?
Yeah.
And they find you. So they just watch your video. So when they go to hit the like button, it says you must log in to like this video. And then that just turns them off completely. You know what I mean? So I was just saying, all they have to do is put their stinking email address in, and they can hit no notifications, nothing. And they're
I'll tell you what helps the
like,
most is like when I make my videos, if you guys would all be commenting and hitting the like button, then it would put a lot less pressure on the live stream, people supporting. I mean, we still need both of them, but if I have videos that get like 30,000 views, then it would just take a lot of pressure off.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Like, I think that some people just don't know that, because I was even, saying something to my dad. I was like, he keeps saying, where's this video? Where's that? I'm like, he's trying to, I said, here, I created him an account. And he's like, I don't want that on there. I don't want nobody knowing it. And I'm like, nobody knows that that's you. And it's not like that. Like, you don't, you just log in, you like your creators, because I firmly believe that, anybody who's putting in this effort, you could like exactly what they're doing. And now if you dislike it, then that's another thing. Right. But you're putting in the work for everybody. And like I said, even if you guys, you can't like support the channel, like, monetarily, that does help. So I just want anybody else to, know that that's how, that they are feeling
cool
like they are.
It looks like it says I have 500 there's 64 people watching on Twitter. That's pretty cool. But only one watching on I don't know, Twitch or something. But I do have 60. Hey, Twitter people out there, how's it going?
Yeah, like and that's cool that you can see. Like, so yeah, I was just I just wanted to let them know that they can do that. That like if they feel like because some people they're not tech savvy internet. I'm not very good at it at all, but I very bad at it. But I when I learned, like, I could finally log in and just hit like and just and then if they feel like they want to donate $2 here and there, or $1, it's really not that big of a deal. They could just put their card on there and do something here and there, and and then just post a comment. I just some people, I guess I was trying to I get frustrated sometimes, because I it's not frustration. I think it's like I think it's some people just don't really know, and I just want to help them understand it, who don't really know the whole just normal work of the internet. Like I just know my grandma, if I said, hey, I want to sign you up a YouTube something, she would freak out and go, oh my god, I'm gonna get a bill in the mail, and I can't, like
Yeah.
like, no, that's not how it works,
Yeah. But anyways, do you have anything to say
no,
about anything like the case or
Oh
anything?
yeah. So I wanted to say I was so busy that I saw the thing that you posted about the car, and the last video I saw was like a short video where you were going back in time, like under the tree, and saw that car. I got chills. I was flabbergasted.
It is pretty freaky. Just the fact that there was a white car there. Yeah.
Right. And I'm not even saying that that's even it, but like, could you imagine? Like, that's just nuts. Did you ever find out anything more on that video, or like, because I only saw the one clip.
Well, I
think
just
it
put
was
another one out
from,
today where I was comparing, did an overhead shot of the, there's, I mean,
Okay.
it's hard to say because it's
Yeah, I
so
just,
distorted, the satellite image, but it looked like maybe the window's a little bit longer or something in the Elantra.
yeah, I
Yeah.
could see that. Yeah, I didn't get to catch that one yet because I just
Well, you have to
got
see the
home and I
one,
saw
but the
that you
first one that I made yesterday was better. Yeah. That was, I mean, it was
Okay.
just
And
interesting because it was just like I just stumbled upon it during a live stream the night before. So
that's so crazy. How did you do that? Like you just were like looking and then all of a sudden were you on live and you were
I
like,
just
oh
happened to
my
have the
God,
date.
what is this?
I just happened to have the date on a different date because I was looking at something else at a different time, and I was still on that date, and then there it was. It's just so weird that
That
during a
would have
4 month
freaked me out.
window,
I would
a
have
4 month
just
window, there's a white car underneath the same single lone tree. Pretty weird.
okay. That just creeped me out. And then also I just logged in, so I was wondering what you guys were talking about when you were talking about their clothes or something. I missed. I just logged in. What
Well, I was
like a
just
sock
reading.
or
I was just
something?
reading what they were. I don't know. I was just reading what they said that they were
Oh, okay,
wearing.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not.
Oh,
It was a part
affidavits
of
or
the
something.
autopsy.
Okay, so I remember I had written a message, or I'd wrote in the chat like a while back because you talk about like pro burgers and stuff, and like it's so funny because I've been writing these lyrics down for like a funny song, but one day I'll just email them to you, like the ones that I have down, because like you make me laugh so hard. And I also like I really love your auction voice. Like that's been like my dream to learn that, because my whole life everybody tells me like I talk way too fast and stuff. So it's
Well,
like
I found
I would
that
love
voice
to
was
like,
like this auctioneer that's out there. He's like the best there ever was. So I just took part of his, and then I just sort
okay,
of speak in the background while it's playing because
what's
I forgot his name, but
oh, okay, well
he's just a guy online. He's like, "Bah, blah, 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 blah," and I just start rambling behind it,
no,
like
but
as if
even the pure fact, I mean, I'm laughing because even the pure fact that you even make like those cool rap songs, like you actually like do make my night sometimes. And like, because I have my two kids, like they're preteens, and when they hear you like talking or whatever, like in the background, they're like, "What's Gray doing? Oh my God!" And then they chime in and they come and watch, and they just start laughing so hard, and they're like,
All
"Oh my
right.
God, I just want to watch what happened." And just like it literally like it excites me, and so I just want to let you know that my kids love you, and I think that's cool. And I love the the auctioneer thing and the rap stuff. And I like how like, but like I said, if I ever find some like lyrics, if you ever put a new tune out, I'll just like think in my head. I just think that stuff, honestly, it makes light out of a very sad situation, like
Yeah.
that I think in the end, like that's what we're all trying to do. We're not going to get any closure, but we can at least make fun of the loser, that scumbag that
Yeah, and all the people
is just
supporting the scumbag. It's easy to make fun
supporting
of.
him. And that, yeah, so
Yeah.
that's the next thing I was going to say before I hang up. So I didn't understand like the whole pro burger thing, right? And I remember just writing him when you were guys like pro burger channels, so I decided to go and look that up. And I remember like commenting like what are the, like I was like wondering like, well, what do they say, what do they actually think happened, because I know that remember we had Richard Allen, and and I called in, and oh, he's confessing, and oh, but honey, you didn't do it, like
Yeah.
we're
Yeah,
like
the
doing the
person in the
thing back
chat,
and forth.
the super sleuth in chat said, "It sounds like your kids are
uh
avoiding their homework. I did that to my mom. I would always act interested in whatever she was doing, so I didn't have to go
oh
do
my
math."
God,
So it's like
really?
your
Yeah,
kids couldn't randomly be interested and thought my show was funny, So of course
no,
there's another
they can't
reason.
pop.
Yeah.
Really? So they can't pop in like here and there and check on mom and go, "Oh, mom, this sounds funny." Oh, so that means they're just stupid or whatever. Yeah, and they're just, I'm
Yeah, people like
stupid,
Darren
and
are like a complete
they don't
waste of
think.
time. They're
Yeah.
just
So that's in that. So the same thing
embarrassing.
actually happened to me one time on like on here, like, but I didn't give it breath. You know what I mean? Like I didn't give it life. Like I wrote a comment, like just like saying something back to you about something, and then my daughter was sitting next to me telling me a story, and I was like, okay, honey, I'm logging off right now. I said, let me just put one more comment. And I just replied something, just like to you. And I put, oh, and such with Xana's name. And then I said, oh, wait, hold on a second. And she's like, what? I said, I'm going to have to fix the way I spelled this because some weirdo is going to like have some problem, fucking idiot is going to go, you spelled this wrong. And she's like, no, they won't do that. And the second before I could hit enter, it was like another person went, oh my God, is it spelled like this? You just don't. It's like, really?
The moral superiority police.
Yeah. And I'm just like, who cares if you're like trying to support Gray or whatever, and you act like you're number one, this and that, but don't treat other people like shit. We all are on the same goal here. Don't sit there and go, you spelled it wrong. That means you hate the people who got murdered.
It's like, you said that the sheath. Gray, you said the sheath was buried too, you bastard. And they go on and they explain it to me. It's like, dude, have you ever watched my channel before? I've made video after video telling you that the sheath was placed intentionally on the bed. So obviously I know it was there. It was basically a typo of the mouth. It's like it just is what it is. Everybody thinks they're super sleuthy by correcting you. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen.
And then, the best thing to do with those fucking idiots is to just ignore them. So I just was like, okay. So you know what? I didn't even say anything. It's just like, okay, sorry, misspelled that. Like, sorry, I'm not going to go back and correct my spelling because it's like, if you get it, you get it, And then also, so I did peek over on that other channel real quick. And then I was trying to figure out, like, what do they really think? It seems like they are like haters on the roommates, the poor little roommates.
Yeah, that's all they talk about.
That's one thing.
I mean, here's the thing. Everyone says anybody who is trashing on the roommates, you're a loser. Okay, as a person, I don't give a damn if you think it was weird that they didn't do this and that. You're a loser. All right, and you're not welcome here.
That's exactly.
So thank you very much. See you later. All right.
Yes, and I agree the same thing. Like, if you don't like it, like, why are you listening? And so there was one other thing I also noticed. It was they were talking about. Oh, hold on! I just went brain dead for a second. I literally just.
Stephanie Sprague keeps trying to call in, but she never gets connected.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. I can't remember.
That's no big deal. Hey, I appreciate you calling in. It was good. Once you got connected, but when you call in, turn off YouTube. That's how you do it.
You just taught me. So thank you. Cause I'm very bad at you just taught me one new thing. Okay. I just remembered real quick. So when I was on that channel, there was somebody who wrote on there, I just think of Brian Kohberger as this sad, lonely guy who just doesn't getting any attention and needs some love. And I just thought to myself, okay, so that's what she thinks of him. Like, he's someone who admitted to murder and he's just a sad guy who needs love. So I decided to write back, trying to be sarcastic. And I was like, well, why don't you write him a letter? I said, you're allowed to. I'm sure he needs a pen pal.
There's a lot of people trying to be nice. Gonna date them. It's just not gonna work.
Right. And but she didn't even, you could tell that she's like, well, I don't want to do that. Well, why? Why wouldn't you want to if you think he's so innocent? She wrote back, oh, I just don't have time even for my own family. I was like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? What the fuck? Yeah. So anyways, all right. Thanks for listening to me. All right. I figured out. Thanks for
calling in.
One more thing to figure out on
okay. All right. Have a good
stream.
You
too. Bye.
All right. Bye. All right. Carm 143, which is I love you. That's what that means. Well, of course he does, because in the document there's a book. One of Kohberger's books was talking about that. The guy from the UK, everybody that's from the UK should be ashamed that there's somebody that stupid doing true crime on YouTube. That guy is an absolute embarrassment. And I don't care if he talks in a way that's so, you're beautiful, beautiful people. I mean, what a joke. This guy is I don't even know what a used car salesman who turned true crime YouTuber, and he'll sell you whatever the hell it is that he thinks his viewers want instead of searching for a truth. He doesn't have one. He's a joke. All right. And that is the truth. And I don't give a damn if you go, Gray, why are you talking? Because I'm disgusted with the true crime community. All right. I am. There's very few people, I would say, like me, who go out and try to find the factual elements, try to put something together that is like, wow, this is real shit here. It's just crazy. These people do whatever, anything that they can say. I would say like the video I made yesterday is kind of, the one about the vehicle, the white vehicle. Yeah, that's not normally one that I would make, but I put together all the factual elements that point to the possibility of that actually being Kohberger's car. I mean, the date, the place, all these different things. And I don't know. I mean, I was very clear that I have no idea if this is accurate at all. I said it's probably more likely that it isn't his car, and maybe one day we'll get to find out the answer. Oh, hey, Mariska, there you go. You guys ever see Mariska? She always makes such nice comments all the time, other than the one earlier when you... But you do. It's like every day I always see her. They're so nice. It was a fantastic video. It actually could be... Yeah, I know, but I definitely worded it that way. Like, I said, hey, I don't know if this is reality. I'm just showing you what came my way. All right? It just sort of came my way. Like, I literally was just kind of pointing out the same thing. And then, I mean, what was weird? We were just talking about the lone tree and the witness. And I flipped over on the map, and I just happened to have it in July 2022, and there's a white car parked there. I just about crapped my pants. I was just, what is this? That's insane, right? I mean, that is just so weird. Out of all the places there could be a car parked, it's right there within the 4-month or 5-month window that Kohberger was there. Pretty strange. That could have been 2021, meaningless. 2023, meaningless. Instead, it's 2 weeks after he got there. Let's see. Well, who else is calling in, you guys? We had Stephanie who was trying to call in twice, but there was never a point where she was like connected. Oh, you live kind of in the that pot area, Mariska? If you live between Oregon and California, that's the right up in Northern California. But somehow I blocked audio from calling and don't know how to fix it. Huh. Oh, you live in a semi. Oh, nice. Okay. It's a cool job. Am I like Art Bell to you? Driving around, kill some time? Here, let's do Art Bell. We got to do that sound effect here. That's always a good one. That's called the Auto Key Gen. That's one of my favorite audios, this thing right here. Listen to this. It's not Art Bell's music, but... From the green forests of the Pacific Northwest, I bid you all good evening, or good morning, as the case may be. Tonight, we have our special guest, Richard C. Hoagland. He'll tell you why we haven't been back to the moon in over 50 years. Later, we'll have on Major Ed James. He'll tell us about remote viewing and what we may expect in the future. Oh, yeah?
Hey, this is Chuck Naw. Tonight, watch Art Bell.
And thank you, Chuck Nah, for your incredible introduction there. I really appreciate it. I don't know who wrote this thing, but it's not even a real anything. Like, it was part of this, like, back in 1995, there was this little hack program somebody made where you could download something, and it was just the music playing on this little program. But I always loved it so much I recorded it off this little, it's like a totally synthesized thing, but man, it's the greatest thing I've ever heard, man. I've actually had this playing for like 3 hours straight before. Tonight on Art Bell. Oh, you're born in the Netherlands? So close enough. All right. Doom, doom. Here, let's do it again. Here we go. Come on, tell me that's just not awesome. Listen. Terrific. It's awesome. What the hell are you talking about? You sound like a lunatic. Not surprising, no, not surprising. I don't give a damn if it's part there now. You can't tell if it's him slowly. You can't tell what car is his. It's the white cars. Yes, I did check there. What does what say time? I'm not sure what you're talking about. English, please. I can have this forever. Listen to the little stuff in the background. That's right, Art Bell. From the high desert in the great American Southwest, I bid you all good evening, or good morning, as the case may be. What's this one right here? Oh, that's Kevin Macleod. Hey, what's that one? That's kind of cool. Let's see. Is that a new one? That's a Kevin Macleod song.
Hey, Gray, I really like this song. It makes me think of playing beer pong.
I've never even played this one before, but it was sitting right there. Let's see. That's pretty cool. That's a Kevin Macleod. It's part of my package. I'm going around about me and the crew about something we did or supposed to do. Yeah, good old buzzkill Ruthie Sleuthy. Or the other way around. Let's see. make music together. Come on, Mariska. Come on. Jesus. These are just all different parts of this one thing. That's a weird one. I hadn't heard that one. What's this one? Oh, that's kind of an Art Bell thing, though, right? Tonight, everybody, come check out Art Bell and his merry band of idiots. Check out the aliens. Hey, it's Ivan Victor, the legend. This is like some rave party. That's like rave party shit. Hey, look at that. Ivan Victor, 20 months. Keep doing your thing, Gray, you bastard. Love you, freaks. Don't worry. Let's see. What's this one? That's the one. Deep Haze. Oh, yes, everybody. On a tranquil night at the coast, he was walking along the beach and noticed. Hey, Lanky Tor, Darrow hasn't been here in like 4 years. I'm not sure why you keep bringing her name up every time. Like every time you hear, you bring her up, and she hasn't been here in 4 years. That sounds like something from the Peanuts, doesn't it? And I said peanuts, not, you know. I never went to the raves, but that was around, you know, my time. Let's see. What are some of these other ones? Got that one. New. All this. What's this one? Hey, this sounds Russian. Hey, you know the song, Ivan. It's like Hava Nagila almost. Yeah. Yeah, Ivan Victor. Listen, Ivan Victor's got skill. All right. Because for like a whole year, he'd call in with a Russian accent. And it didn't even, like, it was weird. I mean, he could joke in it. Like, you know, he didn't lose character. It's pretty hard to do. Oh, I'm not a football person, Ivan, but who'd they trade for? I'm not really, I'm a NBA only. I don't like that one. What about this funky one here? Oh, yeah. See you later, Lanky Tor. Hey, Lanky, where's Darrow? For the 900th time. Oh, yeah, you guys. What does this make you think of right here? Vomiting? That's a sunny little trip. You know, down a lane in California somewhere, where we can all just enjoy drinking some wine and... Jesus. Who the hell would ever listen to that thing? see, Zap Beat. Oh, yeah. That's the one I was looking for right here. Here we go.
Yeah. This is PIR, Portland International Raceway, with the biggest thing since the Pinewood Drag. This is PIR, Portland International Raceway, with the biggest thing since the Pinewood Drag. We have Rod Laver, a retired astronaut, with his hydroelectric car. He's guaranteed to rip up the road right in front of your face. We also have Jim Hansen with his beaver mobile, the only car that knocks down trees at 200 miles an hour. Trials from 6 and 7 beaver.
Yeah, we had the phones open tonight. It's not phones anymore though. They got like there's no more Skype, so we use the it's like StreamYards. But I'm pretty much done for the evening. So next time when I get the StreamYard link, you just click on it and you start talking like it would be like a phone call. All right, awesome. No, they're not, Lil D. I just explained it. Let's see. But anyways, thank you guys for being here tonight. Appreciate it. Let's see. What do we got up here? All right. So we're going to do, we have me. We have Christopher Marshburn, the legendary assistant DA. Then we've got Alley Cake, Stephanie Sprague. Let's see. You just showed your face. Let's calm down. You just showed your face. I don't even know what that means. It is Amy Darcy Marie. I can never say that one, man. That one's hard. That one's tough. And then Annabelle. And then Four Paws 007. And then Esther M. And then Sandy Shirley. And we have Dixie Hippie. But Gray, I'm never watching again. And then CR, who's going to be sending in a mug with the her imitation of my face. We're going to have to show that again. This one. This is Lisa Valenzuela with my I'm never watching again. That's like a perfect example. Look at that. You even have the glasses on. Do you wear those? All right. Let's see. We had this account and then Michelle H. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like he just moved out and finding that white car under the tree was bad. Hey, thanks, Paul. Appreciate it. And then we got MP, and then We Are Their Voice. Then we got M10, and then M10 again. Talking about, I don't know. After you saw it again, it didn't seem the spot listed it. Then Dixie Hippie, then Brown-Eyed Girl, da-da-da-da. And then it is Amy Darcy Marie again. Then we had CR. Very cool. And Total Cutie said, Ride That Wave. And then Dale Gallio gifted a membership. Then we've got 3 Shih Tzus. Bill Clark. Lori Baker Suggs became a YouTube member. Hey, that face, it's almost kind of getting close to mine. Where you go, I'm never watching again. And then Self-Esteem. And then Carol became a new member. Bartnowski. Butterfly Girl.
And then, yeah, that we already did that one. And then, let's see. Oh, yeah. And then CR, look at that. Gifted 20 memberships right there. That's like a double cat eye. Then we got Dixie Hippie. Love being here with all you freaks. Then we have Alex PSX became a member. Well, thank you. And then Richard Watts, the only man on YouTube allowed to type in all caps without anybody saying a damn word back. Super sticker from Coyote Mom. Then Lil D. Annabelle became a new member. Then we got Dixie Hippie. ROTF lolling. Were you really rolling on the floor laughing? I'll eat cake, as in I'll eat cake. 4 paws. Hey, Gray, I'm back. Did I miss anything? Rolling on the floor, laughing my ass off. Come on. Oh, man. You guys are going to go overboard with that shit now, right? Because nobody really does that. And then Mustang Sally. Okay, Gray, after this, I'm never coming back again. And then Birdie 284, Troll Burgers. Hilarious. Yeah, that's a better term, isn't it? Basically, that's what they're called. They're not just pro burgers, they're troll burgers, because there's no way anybody with a rational mind would think that Brian Kohberger didn't do it at this point. So you almost think that it's like they're doing it intentionally. Apartment with no personality. That's exactly right. It was just sterile looking. It is Amy Darcy Marie, super sticker. And Mariska, avoid the lull wave, or lull, they like to tell you. It's LUHL. Never mispronounce lull again. Alley Cake gifted 1, and then M10 gifted 5, and then CR gifted 1, and then Lisa Valenzuela gifted a membership. And then we had Mrs. W gifted 1, and then I gifted 5 because of you guys. And then Mustang Sally became a YouTube member. Then Lanky Tor gifted 5. Then Stephanie Sprague, and then CR with a super sticker. Then Stephanie Sprague, and then Marcia, then Kim, and then Chris Doney. He gifted 5. Wow, thanks, man. I think I saw that at the time, but Karma 143 gifted 1. Then Jess F. Then Justin Motocross 1995. Then Ivan Victor, 20 months of hell. You know what? You've been around a hell of a lot longer than 20 months. Because I have friends, when I go on my golf trip, they actually watch my show sometimes and they go, what's Ivan doing? What's Ivan Victor? They remember the days where you'd have that Russian accent. That was like 3 years ago, easily. And they'll even say, how's Ivan Victor doing these days? How funny is that? Yeah, I mean, people watching my show know who Ivan Victor is, one of the characters. One Night with Trolls is a good content idea. Yeah, I don't mind. I mean, I've offered, how many times have I done shows where I wanted the Pro Burger nut jobs to call in, and they never call in? What's up with that? Because they don't have an argument. Well, he has a Russian. He had this little fake Russian accent that he would do. It was pretty good though, because even when when you're just chatting with somebody and you get them on a roll and they're talking about something else, he kept it going. I thought that was like, man, that's like next level stuff right there. But eventually he dropped it all and just became a normal freak, I guess. Well, he's not normal, but Hey, cool. Antoinette Perkins, always miss your live. Excited to be on here. Love your channel. You know your stuff. Ignore that. The trolls. They're sad. Yeah, some people say, Gray, I come to watch the stuff that you talk about. I don't want you to talk about the trolls. Yeah, I sort of get it. I think it's cool that people would rather just listen to my take on things instead of talking about the trolls. But the trolls are sort of like a big part of this now. Just crazy loons, like a huge community of people who still believe that Kohberger didn't do it. Yeah. All right, you guys. Well, I want to say thank you for everybody supporting the channel. We're having a good end of the month here. So we'll see. I'm hoping to get up to, like, we've already given 1,500 out. What do you guys think at the end of the month? Like, we give 500 to Ethan Smile, 500 to the girls. I forgot the name of theirs, but their fund. There's one for just the girls. We've already given thousands to both of them already, but maybe we could do another 500 there, and then we do some to, let's see. I guess that would be 1,000, and then we still have 3,500. If we get to that number, we have to have a good donation night, though. Yeah, and then after that, we give like 1,000 to, I don't know, 500 to Rain, 500 to Knickknack, 500 to Texas Equisearch, and then at the end, maybe we give 2,000 to our DNA fund again. We got to keep building that. That one costs a lot of money, but that'd be kind of sweet, wouldn't it? Like 5 different charities, and then 2,000. Maybe we do like 500 to our scholarship fund, and then 1,500 to. We can start doing scholarship. That one isn't even. I mean, that one's not even over for a while. So, Well, you guys are what allow me to do it. I mean, I do the videos and the live streams, and you guys send in super chats, and I get ad revenue. And without all that together, you just couldn't do it. But Gray, they're so scared. Who? We don't do Adventures with Purpose. Yeah. I did Cajun Navy once, but all right, you guys. Well, thanks everybody for being here tonight. I appreciate it. We got another 3-hour and 8-minute show at this point. So thanks for being here. We'll see you guys tomorrow. All right. And who knows what tomorrow will bring. And as I always say, until next time, let's see. Be safe out there.
Yeah, I've been doing this true crime thing for quite a while now. And during this whole time...
Hey, Mariska, what's going on?
Hey, there's a show going on. What are you talking about?
Well, she said she likes me.
Like rejector,
Who cares,
certified
Mary Lou?
human
Who
lie
cares?
detector. Gonna get ya on a stretcher if you try and play me like an old projector.
Wow, DJ.
Crime sector.
5 memberships at the buzzer. Thank you so much.
Crime collector, freak connector, and I'm always gonna be a protector.
Fool deflector, interceptor, and I'm meaner than a spectre with a vector.
On his pector, with all respect, just remember I've a temple fucking check.
Are you making fun of me?
I have no agenda.
Yes, I am.
I'm no pretender, and I'll serve it to you straight without the blender. And in the end, I'm gonna send you
on a mission to reveal the vendor.
Yeah, so I'll just get
What
right
the
back
hell
to
was
it.
that? What kind of garbage was that, Mary Lou?
It was just a crescendo, Gray. You're not very nice.
It sucked, though. It didn't even match any kind of tune or anything, Mary Lou. It was terrible. It was like this. Ah!
No, it wasn't. It was like this. Ah!
Exactly. That's absolutely god awful. It's ridiculous.
Did you guys like it out there? Hey, freaks, did you like my crescendo?
Oh my God! Now you're talking to the audience, for God's sakes. Okay, we got a poll going. Did you like the crescendo? For God's sakes, hit a 1.
You're not gonna. You guys aren't gonna hit the 1 for me.
Oh God, yeah. You didn't get one damn vote. It was terrible. Okay, Mary. Oh my God. Jessica Schubach voted for you.
I always liked Jessica. You know, Mariska too. Oh, look at that. Nichols. She gave me 3.
Okay. You're ridiculous. Look at, these people obviously aren't sleuthers if they thought that sounded good, Mary Lou.
Gosh, Cray, you're the only one that didn't like it. The rest of them loved it. Look at them. It's a 1, 1, 1, 1. Hey, Monica, up yours, okay? Robin, screw you.
Hey, now you're dissing on the ones that didn't like it?
I sure am, Gray.
What an idiot. Man, can you believe that? Can you guys believe that? I mean, yeah, Monica's going to come beat you up.
I can take her. I can do it. Hey, come here.
It's a house.
You pieces of shit got to be dirty,
Wow, Mary Lou, you just had a digital overload, I think, right there. It seems like you hit basically every single sound effect that was out there. Wow.
Good night, everybody. I'm going to sleep.
Hey, you sound like me.
I've been digitized.
Poor Mary Lou. Anyways, all right, we'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, everybody, thank you very much. And as I always say, until next time, be safe out there.
Good night, everybody. Jay.
Oh, boy.